Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me today. My name is Lauribel López, and I'm from Puerto Rico, and currently I'm living here, totally exploring tropical macrobiotics because I went to the Cuisine Institute in Massachusetts, and that's why I learned. And when I moved to Puerto Rico, I noticed and I saw that it was basically almost everything different. So we're learning. It's a totally learning process every day. And when Jeanette contacted me, she said to do like a hot summer cooking class. And I was thinking what to do because I know the basic macrobiotics. But it was funny that I asked a lot of my peers and people that live around me that my question was like, what do you eat when you're very hot, like when you're at the beach with the sun on top of you? And it was amazing that almost everyone told me that they like fried food, and it was shocking in some sense. But I remember Alex Jack in one class that he told me that because we are from an island and we're surrounded by salt, that the oil kind of moisturized us at some point. And and thinking about what to cook, I understood, or I think that's what I understood, that sorry, this I lost the line. Thinking about that, I thought that in Puerto Rico, if we eat better fried foods, it will be another story. But sadly, in Puerto Rico, really what the fried things that we eat, I don't even want to mention them. But you can ask later. So today, I'm gonna do a tofu cheese. We like eat guava with white cheese, white country cheese, queso blanco del país. So I did a tofu cheese and I did a guava paste that it was amazing. I thought to buy it at the store and to present it here, but there's no guava paste with no sugar, literally. There's not, doesn't exist. I think I did it today for the first time. And I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do a fried kind of arepa. I don't know if you have heard of that name, but it's called almojábana. And it's a mix of corn flour, and then either you can use rice flour or quinoa flour. That's what I used today. I didn't want to use wheat, so it was not that dense and so strong. And then I'm gonna do a sauce that it's Puerto Rican favorite. Wherever you go to eat Puerto Rican food, you're gonna have mayo ketchup. And literally mayo ketchup, it's mayonnaise and ketchup. But when you go out at a restaurant and you see the mayo ketchup, there's a lot of places that they don't even refrigerate it. So you can even imagine what happens with that and all the ingredients that mayo ketchup has. So I decided to do a macrobiotic version of the Puerto Rican staple sauce for all our fried foods. And also I don't want to forget, I wanted to find some daikon to do like um, grated daikon side to go with the almohavana, but I didn't find. So please, if someone has or know where I can find daikon seeds, I would really appreciate it because then I can plant some daikons in here because we don't have that. And we eat so much fried food and we need that counterback. So I'm gonna start with a video that I already did about how I did the tofu cheese. I'm gonna share it here. Done. Hello. Setting some photos. Oh, photos. Okay. Let me know. One second, really quick, because I want to share this video of how I did my tofu cheese. Someone has any experience making tofu cheese? ¿Dónde está? Aquí. Aquí. I'm so sorry. I had it and it just went away, but it's right here.
That's okay. Take your time.
Um, for some reason, let me see. Okay. Well, I gotta find it and I don't wanna keep waiting. So 3 days ago, I took a block of tofu and I literally covered it completely in white miso paste. And today I'm gonna open it to have our tofu cheese for the guava and cheese filled almojábanas. It's very easy to do. I don't know if somebody has done it before, but like literally the flavor of it is amazing. The consistency is amazing. And for at least for me, the good thing is that that miso that I use when I do it, I save it again. So I'm gonna take all these miso out. ¿Alguien lo puede llamar?
Oh, ya le escribí.
So I'm gonna take all this out. I used about 2 cups of the white miso to be able to cover it up. And the smell is really amazing. I didn't use anything else. And to give the kind of the country white cheese flavor, I'm gonna put a little bit of lemon juice on top of it after I take out most of this miso.
No.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna cut the slices that we're gonna be using. I'm gonna be using at least this 3.
¿La misma platito?
I'm gonna put it here. Okay. And then I'm gonna cut a lime. And I'm just gonna literally just pour some lime juice on it. And we have our, can you see it right there? Can you see it? This is our tofu cheese for the almojábanas that we're gonna be doing in a minute, okay? Yo no sé si se escucha, vamos a ver. Okay. And now I'm gonna share a video of how I did the guava. It's a very like a 40-second video, and it's in the computer, so it's easier. I'm gonna share here. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now this is the guava cheese that you just saw in the video. It's supposed to be more like a more reddish color. My assumption is that because there's no sugar, usually they do it with brown sugar or regular sugar, and like they reduce it. So I believe that because I used maple syrup instead of brown sugar, that's why it didn't got so red. But anyway, I'm sure it's very, very, very good. So we're gonna be having our guava paste. I'm gonna cut 6 pieces. And we're gonna leave it here. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna do the mix for the almojábanas. I'm gonna use 1 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup of quinoa flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Okay. And I'm gonna now mix all this in. Then I'm gonna add to this dry mix. I'm gonna use 2 cups of warm coconut milk. Three tablespoons of coconut oil. And 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. We're gonna combine all the ingredients. And after it's combined, you're gonna add 1 cup of raw minced tofu. And 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar.
Lauribel, can I
And then
interrupt you?
Gonna,
Lauribel,
yes.
can I interrupt you with a question? So obviously a person living
Yes.
in I don't know, Massachusetts or even Israel. Israel is semi-tropical. It's not as hot as Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Is the way that you're cooking now, is that if you ate this way all the time, if I ate this way all the time, I'd be really sick. If you ate this way all the time, this is correct for you? That's my question.
No, not all the time. Not all the time. But I wanted to present to you the Puerto Rican way of eating and how I would start shifting for people instead of eating fried meat, because literally they eat here fried meat probably every day, or fried flour the whole time. Like we have alcapurrias, we have macalaitos, we have so many names that you will not understand, and it's all fried things and fried flours, like heavy flours, bleached flours, with fried fillings of red meat, of chicken.
So are the people very fat?
I can say that, yes. But then I think it's so hot that they sweat it out. But there's, it's literally that way of eating here. It's the way of eating. Like if you come here and you go to any place that you go, you will see that that's the food. Like
and is that the traditional food, like of
yes.
the
Yes,
ancestors?
like here, well, traditional foods here will be white rice, beans, and a side of like a piece of meat, especially pork. Like the meat, the number 1 meat in Puerto Rico, to eat is pork. So, if, for example, if I present to Puerto Ricans the macrobiotic template
Right.
way of eating, like it's gonna be a no, like a complete no. Like people will not even understand how it is possible. Like this dish, for example, when I was looking around and checking like almohábanas, this is a dish that it's very, very popular in the northern and central part of the island. And I was amazed that they use rice flour, because you will think that it's just regular wheat flour, but then it will be filled again with pulled chicken, pulled pork, pulled fried pieces of meat. That's how we will eat. Like tofu cheese, there's probably 2% of people in Puerto Rico that knows what it is. It has been like a very huge surprise for me, moving back and seeing how I like to think and to know that that's how I ate before.
Right.
And it was a regular normal thing. So I'm starting to meditate on the idea of presenting, I don't know if I can say it like that, but healthier ways to eat fried things.
Yeah, wonderful.
Because there's not going to be, at least in this generation, in the next 50 years, there's not going to be a way of having Puerto Ricans not eating that much fried food. Like probably in a regular household, there's a intake of fried every day.
Yeah.
Every day, literally. And I would like for people to at least know that there's a little bit of a way of making it a little bit healthier. Of course, this is something that you're not going to be eating every day at all, but it's something that people can know that it's possible to don't eat it this way, eat it at least this way.
Yeah, it's a beautiful transition.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then this, you will leave it like a half hour to sit, like a half hour. So, and I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna give it to you. So I had it already. I already did a batch, and I'm just gonna put the okay. So this is the batter. I, for example, all the recipes that I found, I was like, you can use literally flour. So that's why I picked quinoa flour, and then corn flour. I'm gonna so you just put this in oil, vuelta y vuelta. I don't know how to say that in English. Like
Turn it over.
To golden it in both sides, and then we're gonna fill them with a piece of the tofu cheese and a piece of the guava paste that I did. It was a big surprise finding out that guava is a fruit that I don't know how the consumption is in your countries, but here we consume it a lot. And the guava paste. The guava paste is something that you find in every party, in every gathering. Like people eat it over crackers by itself with other kind of fruits. And up until today, it's all done with sugar, like heavy, heavy, heavy sugar on it. And so today I did it with no sugar, and I think it's a great possibility to make it that way. Like to all the persons that make guava, the guava paste to make it differently. While the oil stuff, I'm gonna do the sauce that is called mayo ketchup. That it will be, that literally goes with, it's in every table in Puerto Rico. So anytime that you come to Puerto Rico, you will remember me seeing all these this pink bottles that is in every table. By the vinegar and oil for the salad, you will have a bottle of the mayo ketchup, and we're doing it in the best version possible, I will say. So we're gonna start with 6 ounces of tomato paste. Um, 3 dates or sweeten the sauce. And then use a pinch of sea salt, a pinch of black pepper, we're gonna use a pinch of clove powder, less than a fourth of a teaspoon of cinnamon, about a teaspoon of the onion powder. Very important in Puerto Rican cooking, garlic. Basically, it never. Okay. So I'm gonna put a garlic clove in it. I'm gonna put some lime juice in it. And then I'm gonna blend it with a little bit of water because you want to be something that is pourable. And after this, we're gonna add a cup of soaked cashews. That this is gonna be our mayo. Incredibly, this is gonna be how we're gonna be using our mayonnaise. Okay, but I want to first blend our ketchup. Now we're gonna add our cashew cup. I'm gonna mix it in. Okay. So our mayo ketchup is ready. I'm gonna cut some cilantro. You can chop some cilantro. So this is our mayo ketchup. It's literally the same color that you will find anywhere. I hope that with this recipe, people get um, surprised that it doesn't have any mayonnaise based on it. that it doesn't have any sugar. It's sweetened with dates. And the fact that I can share with all my Puerto Ricans that it's possible to even our best sauce and our most favorite sauce that we can have it healthier way. I think it's a great step, a little, but a great step. I'm gonna put this right here, and then I'm gonna go to
Es una pequeña clase.
Can you explain what you're doing?
yes. Right now I'm the almohavana batter that I did at the beginning. I'm frying it. It's gonna puff a little bit. You just fry it like 1-2 minutes in both sides, and then we're gonna cut it open in the middle to put a piece of the tofu cheese and a piece of the guava paste inside, and that will be kind of a snack. Uh, it will be kind of a sweet snack in Puerto Rico. I'm sure that with the guava paste and the tofu cheese, people, I would think that they will have. I would like to say a tea, but it's not gonna be a tea. It's gonna be coffee with it. But if we do it just with the cheese, with the tofu cheese, you can have it with the mayo ketchup, and it will be kind of, I would say, like you can use it as an appetizer. You can use it as a savory snack. I would say that I'm thinking always that we go often to the beach. Of course, this pandemic has changed that a little bit, but beaches are open in Puerto Rico right now, and people will go to the kiosks and to the restaurants, and they will order fried food. And this kind of fried food that is not there. There's no availability out there. If you don't cook it like this at home, you will not find it. So probably all the people that are right now at this cooking class, if you come here and you go out, you will not have anything fried at any place. And then you're gonna be literally missing on what is Puerto Rican cuisine, that almost all of it is fried. I'm gonna leave it to sit 1 second so it dries off a little bit. Something that happens here a lot when you go out, you see the pots of oil, and they often use the same frying oil for who knows how long. The pot is black and the oil is almost black. And that's something that it gives me kind of a heartache, because it's not even that it's so much fried stuff. It's just that also the oil that it's used, it's probably vegetable, the cheapest oil available. And the people are not aware and educated on how to deal with it and how to manage oil cooking. So it's a long run that I have here, but I'm over it. So hopefully this is something that I can start working here, because for the moment, and God willing, I'm gonna be living in Puerto Rico for a long time. So I know that I have my journey on this. Let me see if this is. Okay. I'm gonna open them a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna put now a piece of the guava paste with a piece of the tofu. I'm gonna put it inside. I will have it just like this. Literally, I'll just have it like this. But I know my fellow Puerto Ricans, will have it. Let me. Oh my God. So this will be like the healthier almohavana version of Puerto Rican fried food. This is the fried almohavana with the tofu cheese and the guava paste. For example, also you will see as I stated,
Lauribel, this is really inspiring. This is very encouraging. We are just about out of time, so you could wrap it up if you could.
okay, perfect.
Perfect.
This is another way, or the sauce instead of the guava paste. Okay.
You have a
Okay,
great
any
challenge.
questions?
You have a great challenge ahead of you, and you've really taken it on. It's inspiring. It's very nice to see.
I would love for all of you that knows so much to come here and we can make a brainstorming on how to literally work that tropical macrobiotics that will be in this country.
One peaceful world. It's really nice. So it remains just to thank you. I really open my heart to you. I thank you so much for all of your work and your effort, and you did an outstanding job. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.